Let's now cross over to New York and to Quinn Bowman for the latest on the United Nations response to the violence in South Sudan. Quinn, thank you very much for joining us now. We know the UN has urged all parties in South Sudan to seek a peaceful resolution to the unrest there. Has there been any further comment on the situation?
Yes, there has. Just about an hour ago, UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon spoke before cameras here in New York. He said that he was welcome to the news that President Salva Kiir is now open to having a political dialogue with his rival and former deputy. But Secretary Ban expressing grave concern at the situation, at the reported some 500 deaths in the violence in South Sudan since Sunday. Ban Ki-moon emphasized that this is a political crisis and needs a political solution. He several times called on both parties to try to come together to address the violence and to have both parties come together as opposed to seeing the violence escalate. So again, UN Secretary General very expressing concern. He sees hope in the fact that President Kiir is open to talks, but despite that, he seemed very concerned about the ongoing situation and the escalating violence.
Well, Quinn, the U.S. has begun evacuating its citizens from Juba. Could we see international mediation taking place at this point, though, in a bid to restore calm?
So Secretary Ban was asked about this at his press conference. He was asked if the UN would consider sending additional troops to the region. Secretary Ban essentially said no. He said his question they're not considering at this time. And he again influenced the fact that they're trying to use political influence to solve the problem. He repeatedly mentioned his representative Hilda Johnson is on the ground in meetings. He said day and night trying to deal with the issue, and he emphasized that the UN mission in South Sudan exists there. They have some 7,000 troops. At this point, though, no word on no commitment rather on the UN's part to send additional troops to deal with this crisis. But of course, that could change if the situation deteriorates.
All right,
Back to you.
Quinn Bowman joining us there from New York. Thank you.